wanted the baddest. Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBO Boxing, man. Tell everybody, BBO Boxing is back. Spread it from the highest hills, man. The BBO Boxing is back. The Asiatic Black Man, Soul Brother #1 is back. And, we had a great conversation last night about AJ. And I just got to say this, man. AJ might have really messed up the church's money with getting beat to death like that, because when you seen Turkey with his hands on his head like that, you weren't expecting that. They was hoping to hopefully get him the belt, whoever won, make another big fight in the UK. Because as you seen, AJ's a true attraction. And I'm going to tell you this, man. I really want to see AJ come back. I want to see him fight maybe Fury, fight Wilder. One of those guys, man, because at the end of the day, man, it's great fights out there. And that's what we want to see, the best fight the best. That's what we want to see, the best fight the best continuously. That's all we want, man, as boxing fans. You could put it anywhere, the best fight the best.
Yo.
You got a lot of static, my brother. But you sound better now. I'll say this, man. It's one of them things where I think AJ really might just be, done. If he don't, with Turkey, because I mean they probably lost a lot of money with him losing that fight. But I'll say this, man. Either way it go, it's great for boxing. It's great to see them heavyweights get back, getting put to work like that, making them fight each other and do what they're supposed to do, because that's all that matters at the end of the day, is us as the fans get the best fights, man. That's all we want, is the best fights. We don't want nothing else but that. But I will tell you this, man. I'm excited because guess what, y'all? Guess what? Today is Sunday, football Sunday. And the Cleveland Browns are back. The Cleveland Browns are back. We got my man, Deshaun Rubdown Watson. He's on his way. Njoku. I hear Nicky Chubb's on his way back. We about to do some big things, man. So don't count out the Browns. Don't count us out. But as far as AJ goes, back to the subject, he got a lot. I think got a lot left in the tank. I think he's my age. I think he's only 34. So he got a lot left. And I think no matter what he decide to do, that was a really, really tough loss. He was still classy after it all. And you know what, man? I want to give some love to Daniel Dubois, because he was counted out and he is the heavyweight champion. So people counted him out, said he couldn't do that. But this is 3 nice wins in a row. Gerald Big Baby Miller, who's tough, who went life and death with Andy Ruiz, former unified champion. So let's not play like he's not a nice guy. Then goes in there and beats Herkovich, who beat Zilly Zhang to death. So, hey, I got to give credit where credit's due. And then to wrap up this butt whooping tour, man, he goes in there and finishes AJ. So Daniel Dubois deserves all the credit in the world, man. The dude really went out there and made something happen. So I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him. And I just think nothing but the sky's the limit. We already seen he's capable of beating a guy like Usyk. Willie, I don't know. But he has the skill. He had him beat before. I think he can do it again. I really do. What you think about all that, Freak? Is your audio cool? Hold on a second.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if AJ's done or not. Don't really matter to me. Um, but yeah, it was a great win for Daniel. Win for him. He needed that, especially after what happened between him and Usyk. He needed to redeem himself because he was cheated in that.
Yeah, he's special, man. What you think about all this crush? I know you got a show coming Monday, but what you think about Daniel Dubois shocking the world once again, man?
I'm gonna say a little bit about it because I'm gonna talk about it on the show in the morning. But hey man, awesome job. We talked about it a little bit last night. Awesome job by Daniel Du Bois. Even better yet, sportsmanship by AJ, man. What was interesting, I was listening to what he said after the fight, and he said, some things that he basically said he did some things wrong. They didn't prepare right for Daniel Du Bois in training. It seemed like they took him for granted, or they overlooked something. You see what I'm saying? But he gave him his props and everything, and like you said, you roll the dice out there. You know what I mean? So he said he gonna be rolling the dice again. So even though some of them may say he should retire and things like that, I'm one of those guys because once these guys get to a point in their career when they constantly taking losses, man, it's really time to hang them up. You know what I mean? And I don't want that for any fighter. I would rather every fighter to lead this game with more wins than losses, and definitely leave the game with only having losses you should have, because a lot of fighters they stay in the game too long and then they wind up losing against opponents they shouldn't lose from. And that happens because their heart. They got their heart, the courage to still fight, but it's not coinciding with what the mind is thinking. The mind is still thinking for the love of the sport. I don't care if I'm getting my ass beat right now. I don't care about the embarrassment. I don't care if it's starting to blemish my record. Because that's just the heart of a warrior. So they get caught up in that. So, we may say it's time for them to go, and the time that we say it's time for them to go may be the right time, but they don't see it. And that's why some of them stand there a little further and wind up getting a little hurt. But hey, man, you get knocked down once, you get knocked down, you get up, get knocked down again. I mean, that's one thing. But at least AJ's doing something that these new cats don't want to do. He ain't protecting no O no more. He ain't even protecting the next loss. He's just going to get in the ring and he going to do what he needs to get done. But what I did see in that fight, he was sort of bothered. It seemed like something was on his mind, like he knew he was going not be at his best in this fight. I could see it on him, and then from the very first punch, and we know AJ ain't too good with taking punches. You see what I'm saying? So from the very start, I'm like, what's wrong with dude? It didn't look like he was drugged anything, or he didn't even look like he was drinking anything. He just like, I can see it in his eyes, man. I fucked up. And from that very punch, he was just hurt. And then you could tell every time he's fighting, he was just there. He just like, man, I hope I catch this dude. But you could tell on his fight, goddamn, why I ain't do this in training camp? Why I ain't do that in training camp? It was all over his face. It was all over his face. And man, that overhand right was landed like knots landed, man. That overhand right from Du Bois was there. You didn't see anything in AJ arsenal like you normally do. So he knew that he made a mistake in prepping for this fight, that he was definitely in trouble, man. So, you know, maybe they could do it again later, but like you say, he ain't done. So if he can come back and we see AJ get beat up, get stopped, come back, win one, and he know how to keep himself there. So like I said, even though we may feel as though he's ready to go because we don't want to see this guy start to blemish his record. I don't want nobody's fucking losses being equal with their wins. You see what I'm saying? I want your wins to outweigh your losses. And we be seeing that with these guys. Like they want
Yeah.
this dude get the fuck
I
out the
just think,
ring, boy.
man, at the end of the day, I just think
Go ahead,
everything comes to an
BBL.
end, man. And
Yeah.
no, I just think everything comes to an end, and this might be the end, bro. It just might be the end, and that's
Yeah, it
okay.
might be. Yeah, it's okay for him, man.
Yeah, it
He
might be the end, man.
it's bananas, man. It's okay, bro. You ain't got to worry about it.
We
You
got a little
know,
echo, fresh color, echo.
yeah, most definitely, man. But let's see what he does when he come back
It's gonna
against
be.
you. Say that again, BBO.
No, I was saying,
Uh,
I just want to see what happens next, man. Because I like to see people fight, man. I get tired of all the wolf tickets, man.
yeah,
It's kind
yeah.
of
If
nice
you
to see
fighting,
a
I'm
fight.
watching.
Um,
Yeah,
I
if you
will say
fighting, I'm
this
watching.
though. I'd expect to see Devin Haney in the house, and it looked like the young bull is back, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but just keep in mind, Laura Haney's way. The
Yeah,
Tanks of the world. I know they're a little scared. The Boots of the world, but we gonna see what happens, man. We gonna see what happens.
I'm gonna be nice because it's Sunday,
Devin
BBO. I'm
Haney's
gonna be
back.
nice because it's Sunday.
You know,
Well,
when you
I
get
want to
Black
see what
Jesus
this
back,
kid
you
goes
got to
through.
be excited.
I don't know
Say
about
one
Black
time.
Jesus, man. I don't know about Black Jesus, White Jesus, Yellow Jesus. I don't know about no Sky Daddies, but I'm
There
hoping
you
the
go.
best for this kid too, man. I'm hoping the best for this kid too, man. I'm from a city where you have heart and you don't curse. So any fighters that do that type of curse shit, I gotta take away some credit from them. But that don't mean I don't want to see the dude come back and be
Yeah.
better than what he was, because I want to see if he can push that ceiling up. When you get a new house done and you like, man, the ceiling is too low, so I want the ceiling higher. So I want to see if he could push that ceiling higher, because he made a lot of accomplishments in his early part of his career. So even then, like, man, this kid is doing too much in his career already. Maybe he hit his ceiling, because sometimes you could burn out like that. People you could burn out by success. Y'all better learn something from us over here. We talk all the realness. We don't need nothing out of boxing. You can burn out from your success, and then you become kind of like a days ago. You're not hungry no more, because you rolling like the fat boy. You can go to the buffet all day and eat what you want. So you can't be overburnt with success. So sometimes you gotta watch how you push yourself in these things like that. So when these fighters is going for these accolades and accomplishments, sometimes they rushing it to do so much and do it back to back, which is cool because you're showing everybody that you want to test yourself and you daring to be great, but at the same time, that could be a little bit overbearing and things like that. And that happens. You see what I'm saying? And Devin was riding. I'm gonna say this. He was riding. By the time he got to that shit with Ryan, leave all the other shit out. Not even about what Ryan did, what he took. I just want to open y'all up to something else. That's what I mean by you could burn out by so much success, by being very successful. And look, he had a great run at it to it. You know what I mean? He beat up a C-class fighter who just happened to have those belts. Hey, it ain't our fault. We gotta blame Tio, because Tio should have whooped his ass. So we got to blame Tio for people having this Cambosis, this C-class fighter, get those belts, because that's how it happened. And I'm still mad at Tio ass about that shit. And I said it was going to happen because T.O. was running around moving like the nut. I said, T.O. up there bullshitting. He worrying about this goddamn girl, being Ralph Tresvant sensitive. Man, let a hoe be a hoe. Willie D said it the best. Come on, man. You're a boxer. These hoes going to chase y'all, man. Y'all can change these hoes. Y'all can change draws, T.O. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta blame T.O. for that. And people saying that this dude is greater than what he is. Oh, well, you gotta give Dev credit. Listen, man, I'm great, motherfucker. Just because a motherfucker got a belt don't mean that they're elite fighter. We already talked about this. We didn't see some of the less skilled fighters become champions because they had moments. And those moments was just moments. You know what I'm saying? So we got to blame T.O. for C-Class Kambosos getting all this extra motherfucking goddamn credit, ladies and gentlemen. We've been doing it too long. And the grumpy OG had to tell y'all the root of it all. And all the T.O. fans never talked about even my brother BBO. He didn't even bring that part up. He should be on goddamn T.O. for George Kambosos. Kambosos wasn't even supposed to be there. Your Devin wasn't supposed to be getting them joints from Kambosos, man, and taking a slave deal and kneeling down to
a guy crushed. There was a guy crushed. There was a guy named Leon Spinks, man, who beat Muhammad Ali. He had 8 fights. And I get what you're saying. But I tell you this, man. I'll tell you this. At the end of the day, it ain't about T.O. because he, we already know what T.O.'s doing. He's one of the best. But I'll just say this, man. When it comes to it, man, he got reflecting to do. And when you think about it, you're gonna do some of your best work when you're young. What Crush was saying is very true. Michael Jackson never made another album like Thriller. Prince never made another album like Purple Rain. And they made those albums very, very young, and you can suffer from your own success. Being good so young, let's be honest, people, you're going to bloom sometime early. If you ever think about it, it's rare that an artist reaches the pinnacles they reached when they were young and excited about music. One of my favorite groups, Hall & Oates.
Oh, yeah, I can't go for that.
What they were when they were young.
Yeah,
they could. Daryl Hall is one of the most talented guys ever, but guess what? He can't recreate, Rich Girl or Sarah and all. Can't recreate
Sarah, that.
That was stuff he did when he was young.
Yeah.
You can't go back. You can't go back, man. You can't go back to your best, man. I don't care who you are, man. Just like when we see EJ, we all want to go back to the guy who came out the Olympics. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone.
It's gone, man.
So what?
It's gone. It's gone, man. It's definitely gone, man. It's definitely gone, and we have to understand that it's over for some guys, man. EJ had his success.
You gotta understand.
All the big fish had his success. It's over for
the expiration date too.
Yes, indeed, BBO. Yeah,
off topic.
Indeed.
But everybody talk about Michael Jordan, right? But they forget about the Michael Jordan from the 80s. Who was unbelievable. And guess what? Mike can never be that again. No matter what he does, he'll never be that again. And that's what you got to understand, man. You had that success early.
Yep.
You can get burnt out on it.
Yeah. Everybody thought Mike was going to be able to come back to the...
You know how BBO and Crush do. We're going to tell you the stuff that they don't want to tell you.
Yeah, we do that. That's why I'm like, Michael had it when he had it and he couldn't bring it back again. So when he came back to the NBA, and they was, MJ playing for the Wizards. The Wizards is going to be the Wizard of Oz of basketball, man. They going to get a couple of chips, man. Yeah, man, listen. Some people are born with it to have that long ride with it, but then that success when you're killing it earlier, when you're killing it early, it's going to put you to a place that you got to be a retired cat. Like they said, gangsters don't die. They get chubby and move to Miami. You see what I'm saying? When it's time to retire, baby, it's time to retire because you didn't put in the work. And you didn't put in the work, man.
To Devin Haney for what he's done, becoming the undisputed champion, youngest undisputed champion. I mean, we just gotta give him credit where it is, but I don't know if he'll ever be the same. I really don't. I think he might be done too. He might be. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because at one time he had
yeah.
Tank Davis scared to death of him.
I don't know
So
about
I
all
don't know.
that, but
You know, you
you
can
know,
never.
I don't know about all that. Tank ain't scared of no goddamn Devin Haney, man. No kind of way, man. Uh, but it is what it is. But yeah, because when the race started for undisputed in the four belt era, y'all can find videos of me saying, because I was like, yo, there's a competition going on. Bud undisputed, in the weight class. Who's gonna be next to do it? I want to see who's gonna be next to be 2-time undisputed, because I was looking for Bud and Devin Haney to be doing the same exact thing. I mean, Bud kept on doing
Kind of
it.
breaking up, Crush.
Something
Crush.
about,
You kind of breaking up a little bit, dog.
oh, yeah, I was
You
saying, I
breaking up
said,
real bad.
man, hold on, BBO, hold on.
Okay. But I'll just say this, man. I just think that Devin Haney, man, he done so much. And I'm gonna let my man Crush. I think he got his audio together. Go ahead, Crush.
Yeah, yeah. Sound better now, BBO?
Yeah, that sounds a little better. It's still crackling, but it sounds better.
All right, real quick. I was saying that I had a race going on to see who was going to be 2-time undisputed between Bud and Devin Haney, because I'm like, yo, these guys is doing this. We can see something in the 4 belt era that we seen in the 3 belt era, except for it's in the 4 belt era. And I thought he should have already been, going for undisputed at 140. You see what I'm saying? But you know, things happen, and like I said, this kid could have did more. And I think he got real comfortable. I think it kind of rattled him a little bit, but it's not going to show out in public. You know what I mean? But it rattled him a little bit, and maybe he's like, yo, maybe this is a little too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of pressure. I don't care what anybody says. That's a lot of pressure, to have on you. So, I'm like, man, because I was picking him. My son to even tell you, I thought he's going to be 2-time undisputed before Bud. My son right here tell you that shit. I said, yo, he might well just go ahead and keep it moving. But, things happen. So now, it's like now when he comes back, he's starting from the bottom all over again far as his run, because now we don't know if he's coming back to 140 or is he going to be at 147. You know what I mean? So now he got to come back, and this kid got to come back even harder. He can't come back doing that any less than what he already set the bar for himself. Devin Haney set a bar so high for himself that I think he became blind to his own success that he made. People, listen to what I just said. He already set the bar too high for himself. That young boy wasn't ready for those accomplishments. He took them, but was he mentally ready? No, he's still a kid some fucking way. And that's hard. That's hard for you to have to manage. And then the daddy made it even harder for this young man to manage, because the daddy was all over the place with the nonsense. That he was supposed to guide and help him manage that even better, people. And I think that kind of got in the way of the man. But now he got more weight on him. I'm not talking about the weight that he gained, but now this young man has put more weight on him. So he has to come back and be even better than what he was. So when he come back, we don't want to keep on repeating his performance against Ryan, not the ass beating, his performance. Not what Ryan did to him. That's no longer the problem. We know Ryan whipped his ass. But can Devin overcome that himself and keep it moving? Because his performance put him there. It's not all about what Ryan did. It's not even what about Ryan took. Because Devin performance made that shit the way it was more than what it could have actually been. That's like Ryan could have still won that fight. It could have been a lot more difficult. Dev probably could have won that fight, but his performance is really what got him treated the way he got treated that night, people. Forget everything else. We can't keep on putting everything on Ryan. Cause we seen fighters juiced to the gills and they still got their ass whipped. They was juiced to the gills and fighters still got knocked out. So I don't want to hear none of that. Let's be grown-ups about this one here. Because that's what I've been trying to tell my children. We got to be grown about this. That man, his decision to go in there and do something other than Devin Haney got his ass whipped the way he did. So now he got to overcome this. He can't come less than what he did, people, and we all know it. So all true Devin Haney fans, y'all gotta hold him to it. Now I know a lot of y'all have that confidence in him, and that's what's up. But is he that confident in himself? We won't see until he actually get back in the ring. So until then, he's at a ceiling. Let's see if he push it up when he comes back. Let's see. I hope so. Because I like what the kid was doing. I ain't got nothing against him, but when you start moving like a man, that's when I got a problem. Because I move like a man all the time. Ain't no crying or whipping and all that. No, bruh. You don't say you want to sue. You don't say take give me my W back. You know what you do, man? You check yourself. You check yourself. You check yourself, and then you go back in there and you get in there the next time around and you put it on his ass. And then if you got to do it a third time, you put it on his ass again to clear out the separation. Yeah, that first one, nigga, I was slipping, but this second, this third, I got your ass, word. That's all he had to do. And nobody wouldn't even been coming down on him so much. So the ridicule that he gets, he did that to himself, people. And y'all down here protecting him for that. If Errol would have moved like that, I would have aired Errol out. Just like I be airing Errol out. Errol wasn't living to fight his life, and it caught up to him, and it caught up to him with the wrong goddamn fighter. That's what it is. We all held EJ down, held him accountable for the mistakes that he was making. So I do that with them all. So Dev got a lot to do. If he really that guy, he'll show it when he come back for his own self, not for me, not for anyone. Because if he's doing it for himself, it's definitely going to be the fans. You know, that's all I got on it, man. But see, we got Better Be Even coming up next in a couple of weeks. Can't wait for that. David Benavidez say, hey man, well, Canelo don't want you. I don't like what you did to my little brother. So since you want to come up to these neck of the woods, you might well come up here and get it. Let's see what happens. I would love to see that happen. I would love to see, though. I want to see Dev come back, and I want him to come back to look good. You know what I mean? The Tank fight, I mean, Dev coming back at 147. That's a fight that's not going to happen because I already went on record and said we probably never see none of these guys getting in there with each other. They might get in there with one or the other, but they ain't going to get in there with each other. We didn't see Dev in there with Ryan in there with Tank. We might not get Dev and Tank. We might get Shakur and Tank, but we ain't going to never get no Dev and Tank, and we might not get Shakur and Tank. That work, y'all see what I'm talking about? So, yeah, we just got to wait and see, but at the same time, these guys got to stay busy. The Tank and them, they got to watch themselves too. Because next thing you know, Dev and them, they'll be the OG. And they weight class, and they are right now in their class. Because now you got these newer guys right on the Abdullah Masons, the Fernando Vargas, Emilio, all these new guys is right on their ass. They got to be careful too, because one of these young guns, and while these guys are still young, they got time to beat these dudes not too far in the future. So everybody better stay airtight on their craft, or they gonna wind up down on their ass, man. They better tighten up. I see the way boxing is moving and shifting, is moving with the course of time. Time is moving fast, so is the sport. Look, every so often we got a new batch of fighters coming in. And how they coming in? They coming in every month. You got a new batch. Every other 3 months, you got a new batch of fighters coming in. Before it just be, off the Olympic schedule and in between the Olympic schedule. But now you got them coming back to back. Because there's so many fighters who's been around so long, and they're going to be leaving soon. Soon we ain't going to be able to see no entertainment by Canelo. He entertained us for how many years? You know, EJ and the entertainers for how many years? Danny, they entertainers for how many years? Them dudes is the old dudes now. Gotta give it to these young guys. And listen, I say this to all boxing promoters. I don't give a damn who you are. These young guys, these young ones, let them motherfuckers fight. Now, don't save it till later. They can fight later too. Let them rumble. We don't need to keep trying to build. Oh, wait a couple years. I would see Emiliano and goddamn Abdullah right the hell now. Why we got to wait? They can do it now and do it later. They do it now. That's gonna call for the bigger pot between them later. All right, damn, we just seen Abdullah Mason and Emiliano get in there. Okay, let's say Emiliano won that fight. Damn. But let them go their way. Emiliano still doing his thing. Abdullah still doing his thing. Hey, man, you know what? These dudes fought each other. One beat the other the first time, but they clean shit out on both sides. And now they got to see each other again. That's what boxing used to be, man. Got to bring that back. The promoters is getting me mad. It ain't all on these damn fighters. These promoters is making me mad. They're part of it. And some of these fighters just a little nervous. I won't use the word scared. But kind of nervous. They move right up under the shadow of it. But hey, man, we can't get everything. We can't get cake and extra ice cream. You know, you can get cake and one flavor ice cream. You can't get the Neapolitan when you're gonna get strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. We already giving you a cake. You just gonna get vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. See how that works? Just trying to hit y'all to something y'all always wasn't hop on the hit. You know, but yeah, man. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. We still got a couple fights left in the year. They might not be the biggest closers, but good enough closers. So gotta wait to see whoever take is gonna fight. I don't know. I keep hearing rumors. I won't know until he says so. But hopefully, what we have coming up there'll be good fights, man. I think Bill and Better Beef is gonna be an awesome fight. We got Fury and Usyk. Did y'all see how Fury was looking? Oh, he wanted AJ to win. He wanted AJ to win that fight. Conor McGregor sitting right behind him. You know Conor McGregor put his money on Triple D. He was happy as a motherfucker, man. But it is what it is, man. But what else we got, man? I mean, what else is it to talk about? Hey, man, if your name get called, be ready, baby. Be ready. Don't turn down no opportunities. Don't get too much over yourself. You know, I just made this accomplishment, but I need a little more. You ain't even defend the damn accomplishment, motherfucker. You talking about what the hell? Hey, man. All I'm saying is, gotta stay tight, man. Gotta stay tight. Okay, so Boots got to run it back with Karen and coming back to Philly. I'm going to tell y'all, Boots, I love you, but the only reason why I'm coming to this fight, because I don't want to see you fight Karen. So I can't say I'm coming to see you wholeheartedly. I'm coming to see Ben Rodriguez. I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's the only reason why I'm going to see this goddamn fight. I want to see Boots, but not against Karen. That don't interest me. I'm interested in everything else. I'm interested in Boots, not Karen. But as far as the rest of that card, I'm interested with who's going to be on this undercard. So they got Bam under there waiting to hear some more names. Bam is enough. Co-main event, I'm coming to see Bam. Hey, Boots, matter of fact, player, you want to show Philly how thorough you is? Since you fighting nut ass Karen, make that the co-main event, and you let Bam be the main event, man. I'm talking real shit. I'm a real Philly dude, man. I'm a real Philly dude. Cause you know, we want to see Boots do whatever fights he can get at home. But to be a main event against Karen don't deserve no main event fight against Boots. And Eddie Spaghetti making him do this shit, taking him on a world European tour. Eddie, if you don't get this boy to fight, he need to fight, then something else need to happen. Because right now, he just look like he taking him on a European tour to help some of his European fighters get a little check. We don't want that in Philly. We don't want to see Karen for no damn main event. So I think this undercard has to play a key part in this fight. So until I do further investigation, or to my correspondent who never really puts in any fucking work, I do most of the work. I got correspondent, they barely do anything, but they're probably on this one. Let me know if they get to it before I will, or anybody in the fam. I'm very interested in the undercard, and they got to make this a banging undercard to make up for the opponent of Karen. Because we ain't caring about Karen to see that fight. So it is what it is, man. But keep it moving. I wish it would have been Brian Norman here. But it is what it is. Looks like we fight each other. Just not yet. Brian needs to make him go defend his belt first. Defend his belt first, maybe. Then when you come back to the interview, you ask for, long it ain't crazy. We should have took what was offered to you, but maybe you want to make a move like that, go defend maybe once or twice, then up your money, then you could do it that way. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see. What's next in women's boxing? That been kind of quiet lately. What's next with Rissa? She still want to stay in the heavyweight division. Who's next? What they doing next? I don't know. Since Triple D his fight last night, his sister's the bomb. I like Carolyn the boy. She's nice. Would love to see his little sister fight again, because she's definitely dope. I don't know. We need some more, little bit of everything for a little bit of everybody, man. What else you got, BBO, man? It's football Sunday. Think D3 will be coming on. Yeah, soon, maybe in the next couple hours, talk about football, see what's going on. But we got a lot to talk about. I want to see what's going to I want to see what's going to happen at 140. It's not really too many matches that I'm hearing about against any of the top guys at 40. I would like to see Trump Russell come back after his loss, get a good fight. I want to see Paro defend his either go for another belt, unify, you would defend his title against somebody. But all the champions at 140 need to get to work right now, ASAP. They need to get to work. I think they probably waiting to see if Tank is probably going to move up to 140. I don't know. Tio need to do something instead of calling out everybody. Tio go fight some damn body, man. You need to call out these other guys at 140 that got the belts. So if Tio wants these fights and wants the money that he feels as though he deserves, then he need to make noise in his weight class, and then he can start talking about other shit. Cause doing this shit with Crawford and all that, you ain't in his weight class, bro. Crawford is at 154, T.O. Stop that, my man. Like, that energy should be towards the other champions at 140, bro. That's what gets me mad about him, because, I mean, that's hypothetically speaking, if that opportunity came, he would take it. But guess what? Those guys is not going to give him no money fight until he actually start doing something in his weight class. He take over 140, then you can start taking over everything else. But you ain't gonna be able to get these. It's not gonna be able to get these big money fights until he stop playing around and start really getting to work on doing some serious work in his weight class. Come on, Tio, you playing around, bro. You can get the big money fights, but you don't want to put in the work. And he got to put in the work and fight these other champions and things like that at 140 so he can raise his stock. He's done his own fucking growth because he's just playing around. You know what I mean? And the kid, like D3 said, he's actually better than what he shows, but he got a effed up personality, bro. Tighten up, T. I know you listening. BBO is your guy, so I know you listening to the channel. So you listening to the grumpy OG, man. Stop playing around. If you really that boy, you really want those big money fights, you need to take care of business in your weight class. That's how you get shit done, T.O. Get shit done in your weight class, T.O. Not be here, then jump and go somewhere else. Get shit done in your weight class. Once you do that, then everybody be like, okay. Then you can get what you want. Then you can cash in. You probably become a cash cow. Wow. But ain't none of the guys that can give you that check is going to jump to do business with you because you ain't being a business dude. You ain't showing that you really want it, bro. You said take over your weight class, not take over every goddamn boxing conversation, my man. So Bernardo, call your man on the back end and tell him what the hell I said. This is the why he ain't getting no big money fights because he doing goofy stuff. Then you come around and say, well, whatever monkey come and get the banana first. That wasn't a good thing to say, man. That was not a good thing to say. Ain't no wrong time to see, and that's why he don't get no damn fights, man. Somebody rather give him a fight on first. Like from the street saying it's nonsense with your mouth being disrespectful. Don't put no money in your pocket, bitch. So T.O. was doing that shit to himself. Cause if I was one of them dudes or whatever, monkey come and get the banana first, nigga, you gonna be like Mitch fucking Green. I'm a Mike Tyson your ass on the street. You don't get no paycheck. You talking reckless. That's not professional talking. That we need to roll out on the streets with this. But don't think you're gonna talk all this racial shit and think it's gonna motivate me to help you get a check. You need to get a check from me. I'm the man with the bag. You ain't got no bag. You a bag man, bag lady, but nothing in it. How dare you? So this man is doing all this to himself, man. Doing all this to himself. How you gonna disrespect people that talk about you want to get in the ring with them and all that? Ain't doing no business with you. It's personal business. You ain't gonna get no money. I'm gonna whip your ass personally without having to spend $1 on your ass. Yeah, I don't even want to get paid for whipping your ass. But I ain't gonna get in there and dance with you, dog. Cause you being disrespectful. So ain't nobody gonna put no money, do no business with T.O. if he being racist. And T.O. want to be a brother so bad. Say it, T.O. Say it, man. Say you want to be a brother so bad, bro. Say you want to be a brother so bad. Say it. Say, call yourself a monkey, you monkey. I'm calling you a monkey, T.O. And since you a chimpanzee because you some, I don't know what the hell you really are, Nicaraguan, Honduran. I don't know what you are, bro. You probably don't really know what you are, my man. But one thing I know sure that you ain't that poor, so you better start doing some work because ain't nobody putting no money in your ass pocket. And disrespectful. Come on, T.O. What's wrong with you? Biggest clout chaser of this era. T.O. Primo Lopez. D3, I need a drink. I'm passing Mike.
Yeah. BBO, you got something to follow behind that?
Shit, what?
I said, do you got something to follow behind that?
I'll just say this, man. Now I don't usually talk about T.O. on the show that much anymore. But I'll say this, man. What he said was wrong. And I don't play that banana monkey stuff. I don't play that monkey talk when it comes to blacks, man. I don't play that. And I know what T.O. was trying to say, but he was dead wrong. And I'll put it like this. He might have cost himself some money, man, because we all know he beats Tank easy. He beats Devin Haney easy. But if you calling people, if you saying monkey, I get that Tank calls himself a monkey, but you can't do it. And it is what it is, man. Tio is a brother, man. So you know how we go, man. You know how we do. We say some of the wrong things, but hey, man. But at the end of the day, man, we just want to see Tank fight somebody with a pulse. And I would give Tank credit if he grew a pair of nuts and fought a Tio or a young Devin Haney, man. Young Devin Haney's a baller, man. I don't know why they won't get a kid a chance. I mean, he lost to a racist Nazi. I mean, it happens. It happens. But That's what fighting is, man. People win, they lose, they come back. It's just that simple, man. They went, and I love this new school of boxing with cats getting beat up and then they coming back, and you know what I mean? Free, crush. That's what it's all about. You get beat up, come on home, come on back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, the problem is a lot of these fans throw away the fighters after they lose. They all, oh, they're bum, they done, they don't need to get in a fight with nobody else or whatever. But the problem is when you do that, you ain't got no good fights. So now you can't complain about there's no fights going on because you didn't throw away all the good fighters that because they took a loss. You threw them away. So you can't complain about it. Too many people want their cake and eat it too. You can't have it both ways. It's one or the other. Either you want to see good fights, or you just say, okay, we need to throw these fighters away and start some new ones out. But either way, Tank Tank is going to make his announcement soon. We'll see who it's going to be. I know everybody keeps saying Lamont Roach. I mean, y'all put yourself in these daggone situations every single time. Everybody want to speculate who Tank is going to fight. They want to try to be the first one to say it. Y'all don't know who it is until Tank say who it's going to
No,
be. Y'all don't know. So it just
is that is,
y'all
is
just
he from DC? Free? Is
oh
Lamar from
Lamont.
DC?
He was born in
Yeah.
D.C. He lives in Waldorf. He was born in D.C. He lives in Waldorf.
Oh, so he grew up in Maryland. Okay.
No, he
Okay.
grew up in D.C. He lives in Waldorf now. He grew up in D.C., but he lives in Waldorf. It's the same thing
Oh,
like
okay.
the Russells.
Okay.
The Russells was born and raised in D.C. They live in Capitol Heights now. But either way, Lamont Roach is. See, the thing is, everybody keeps saying Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is a champion. He's at 130 right now. Nobody is stepping up
Yeah.
to fight Tank. So at this point, it doesn't even matter who he fight. To be honest with you, because ain't nobody else stepping up to fight him. Shakur went and got busy. Uh, now Shakur is hurt, so he can't even fight. Even if he wanted to make the fight, he can't fight. And then you got Loma. He decided he want to go and have a vacation after he just got finished stopping Cambosis. After they just sat down and got the money right and everything. Oh, you know what? I think I want to take some time off and go spend some time with my family. Well, we understand you wanna spend as much time with your family because when you get in there with Tank Davis, it might be the last time you see him. So we understand that, but you ducked him. You ducked him. So it is what it is. So at this
Yeah.
point, ain't nobody really trying to fight him. Tio can say what he want to say. We'll understand if Tio really want to fight Tank with Tank send him an offer. I don't want to hear because remember, T.O., the same one that said he wanted $10 million to fight Devin, then he turned around and wanted 20 million. Well, if you wanted that to fight Devin, you definitely gonna be sitting here asking for 30 to fight Tank, and you ain't getting no $30 million to
I
fight
mean,
Tank
$10
Davis.
million ain't bad to fight Tank. I think you should take
He
$10
ain't
million
he,
to fight
he
Tank.
ain't
That's a
getting
good
he
that's a good
ain't
offer.
he ain't getting $10 million. You tell me the last person that got $10 million to fight Tank.
You know he can get $10 million?
Tell me who was the last person that got ten
I'm
million dollars
saying
to
that
fight Tank.
well after everything is done. Not like there's not guaranteed after everything is done.
Yeah, if he make it on a pay per view, then that's fine. If he makes the $10 million on the back end, that's fine. But you're not getting that as your guaranteed bag. The
Oh no,
guarantee
not
is
a
going to
guarantee. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about
no
make a
no
guarantee for $1 million and then make 10 million.
yeah, but see that's the thing. T.O. is not
That's what
going
I'm
to
talking
take that.
about.
T.O. not going to take that because remember T.O. never been on pay per view, so he don't know what that back end money look like. He only know about what people tell him. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing like Bud Crawford.
I got you.
Bud Crawford was complaining about the upfront money, and he like, nah, I don't want to get the money on the back end. But then after he had to fight with Earl, you heard what he said. The very next thing, I understand why they do what they do. They making money over here. They making money over here. So, but like I said, I don't think T.O. I think T.O. going to sit here and price himself out and say he want a guarantee of $10 million or something like that. No, you don't get it that way. You get $10 million,
I hope
it's gonna be
not.
a
I
flat
hope
fee.
not.
I'm telling you, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, I hope
He
not.
did it. He did it with Devin. He's going to do it with Tank. He's going to do it with Tank.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And that I mean, Tio don't really want no smoke. He didn't duck Devin. Duck Devin once again. Devin told everybody in the interview. He was supposed to fight somebody on the undercard in October for the Beterbiev and Bivol fight on the undercard. It was going to be the co-main event, and then the next fight was going to be Tio. And Tio told Bob and Eddie Hearn he wasn't ready right now. So it is what it is. I don't understand how you not ready. You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I'll just say this, man. I definitely want to see them guys. I really want to see Tio fight Tank. I want to see Tio fight all three of them fight each other, man. I want to see them fight each other because I think that'd be a really, really special thing if we get them to fight each other because they are the three kings, man. I don't count Ryan. Anytime you racist like that, I don't count you at all. You off the map forever. But I don't know, man. Other than Tank, ducking Devin Haney, he really been a guy who's willing to fight anybody. I will give him that. Um, people say he ducked Loma back in the day, but I really don't think he ducked Loma. I think it just couldn't be made because Floyd wouldn't make it. So I don't know. And I love Tank, and I want to see him back in the ring, man. I definitely want to see him
Oh,
back in the ring.
it's
But
funny how you
he's a
said.
great fighter.
It's funny how you said that
Go ahead.
the fight couldn't be. I said it's funny how you said he didn't duck Loma. The fight couldn't be made because Floyd didn't want to make it. Well, where was that same energy when Floyd didn't make the Devin Haney and Tank Davis fight? Because Tank wasn't his own promoter at that time. He wasn't a free agent. He was still under Floyd Mayweather when you claimed that he could have fought Devin Haney. When you claimed that he could have fought Devin Haney, he was still under Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather didn't want to make that fight. I keep trying to tell y'all. It was up to Floyd to make that fight. Floyd didn't want to do it. Tank told y'all, I didn't ask for
I
any
didn't.
fights. I fought who they put in front of me. He didn't ask for any fight.
Okay. Well, that's different. Then. I'm thinking more or less. I see him as a Super WBA champion. I thought he could have made the fight with Tank. That's all.
I
I
mean,
mean, this
like
seemed
I
like
said,
that
that
fight
that
should have
was
happened.
that was up to Floyd. As I said, I don't hold Tank Davis accountable for all that stuff because everybody kept saying they want him to get away from Floyd so we can have these big fights. Well, he's not with Floyd no more. So now you can hold him accountable for everything that he does. You can't if you said you wanted him to get away from Floyd so these big fights can happen, that means Floyd was the reason why the big fights couldn't happen. So you can't blame Tank for all those fights that didn't happen when he was under Floyd. You can't blame him for it when he was under Floyd. If you say Floyd was the reason why they couldn't happen, so you gotta hold him accountable now, not when he was with Floyd.
Yeah. And you know what, Free? I'll just say this, man. For the first time, you actually making sense, man. I thought Tank was just scared of Devin. I didn't know that Floyd had anything to do with it at the time. To be honest with you, I thought, because whenever you hear Tank, he always sound like he always got something messed up to say about Devin. I thought maybe he was scared of him or something. I don't know. But if they was a fight, I would favor Tank in that fight. To be honest with you, because I think Devin Haney is really not the most talented guy at all. I mean, he's like the Ron Artest of boxing, man. He can do a few little things, but he's not a star like that. You know what I mean? He might make an all-star team every now and then, but he's not an all-star like that. That's in my humble opinion. And Crush says something real. I think he's suffering from his own success too, man. Because he did so much young, people got to realize that he might just reach this ceiling early. You know what I mean? Because Devin looked really, really huge. Pause in this last at sitting at that fight, man. That dude ain't gonna make no 140, man. I don't know how he ever made 135 or 140.
That's what I was trying to tell y'all yesterday. When I looked at Devin looked every bit a good 180. Like I said, I'm a couple of inches taller than Devin. I think Devin like 5'8". I'm 5'10". I'm 195. Devin looked every bit a good 180. I know what 180 look like. I don't care how baggy your clothing. I can tell by the look on your face. I can tell by the
Yeah,
size of your hands, your arms, and stuff like that. I don't I don't care about none of that. That man looks every bit a good 180.
yeah. But it's your boy BVO. It's your boy D Free, man. You know, the best duo in boxing, man. The Roll with the Punch podcast, man. We got my man Crush who comes on Monday through Friday. We might come back later tonight. We getting real close with our watch time, so me and Free is grinding, man. So I know my man Free gonna be watching the game, Browns versus Giants. So I'm
Yeah, I'm
excited.
about to watch it. I'm
We're gonna
about
be
to watch
watching
all
Browns
y'all
versus
lose.
Giants.
I'm about to watch all y'all
You know
lose. I'm
what?
about to watch them. I actually want the Browns to win, but it really doesn't matter if the Browns win or not because we already beat the Giants. So yeah, the Giants can win. I think that might be a trap game for y'all. The Giants can win, Baltimore can win, and the Saints can win, and Washington be in first place because we gonna smoke the daggone Cincinnati Bengals.
But y'all 1-1.
Yeah, we 1-1.
Y'all
We
one
one
and
and
one
one.
Free.
Yeah, we 1-1.
I think
Yeah.
everybody, I think everybody
But
in the conference is 1-1 except for the damn Giants. What the
Yeah,
0 and
everybody.
2
Yeah,
or something?
every
yeah,
yeah
Yeah.
yeah everybody in my division is 1-1 except for the Giants, and we in first place because we beat the Giants. Philly and Dallas hasn't played a division game yet, so Washington is in first
Right.
place.
Hey, Philly might lose to the Saints, man. The
Yeah, that's
Eagles
what
might
I'm
lose to the
thinking.
Saints,
That's what
man.
I'm thinking.
but, hey, you know what? Derek
Yeah,
Carr can play, man. I think people forget Derek Carr can play, man. I think he just got a
yeah,
bat. Hey, you know what's crazy? They got Devontae Adams to leave Aaron Rodgers to go play with Derek Carr. Then they get rid of him. I mean, I
And
understand
that
they
and
wanted
that's the
porn
and that's
star
the
Jimmy or whatever, but
that's the move
go
that's
ahead.
coming down the pipe. That's the move that's coming down the pipeline. They're saying Washington is about to make a trade with the Raiders for Devontae Adams before the trade deadline ends. That's the move that's coming down the pipeline.
Y'all ain't got no quarterback to throw him the ball.
Nigga, our
That would
quarterback
make
way
no
better
sense.
than
Y'all
your
already,
quarterback. Our quarterback way better than your
oh,
quarterback.
stop.
Don't even sleep, dog. What? How many yards have your quarterback thrown for this year?
Hey, but on that note, it's your boy BBO Boxing. It's your boy D Free. It's your boy Crush the Legend. And we gone, y'all. Peace.